Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for all you guys born in the year of the rabbit. So let's get these shuffled up and let's see how you guys are doing this week. We're going to get these moved around and see what's happening. Let's have a little look, shall we? Let's stop about, let's say there. Yeah, let's say there. We'll take that one from the bottom. We'll take that one from the middle. We'll take that one from the top. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so we've got two whites and a black. So we are going to start off quite well. And we have got those positive cards. But as I've always said before, white isn't always all right. Black isn't always an attack. It all depends on the compatibility of what is on the other side of the cards. Those two white cards are a great start, but we are shifting out of that and moving over here into this negative space. So let's see what's happening. That horse is in the in that first positive place, which is a good card. It means things are moving forward. It means things are being productive. It means things are feeling good, or at least you are seeing things as good. You think things are going good, and that's sometimes all it takes. The rabbit and the horse, though, are not exactly the most compatible. So this is not exactly the most white is all right type of card. In fact, you know, horses and rabbits, they run in different ways. The rabbit being, you know, rather reserved, the horse being rather brash. And I think right now you're taking advantage of the taking charge or the leadership role that you could have potentially found yourself in. I think right now you think you're right, or you have found out, you know, there is, you know, some sort of validation that makes you right, and now you are now ultimately trusting your own judgment, and you don't want to hear anything, you know, that's coming from that, you know, or contradicts that. That horse is moving forward. Nobody likes a stuck horse. I think right now you're moving out of your comfort zone and you're finding quite a thrill with it. You're getting quite the sort of adventure from it. You're getting kind of inspired and motivated and feeling rather happy. You're feeling kind of in some ways like you've wasted enough time, and it's time now to really start living, start to actually put some effort in and maybe plan a holiday, make some I guess future plans, or some sort of I want to say hobby, or some sort of passion, or something that you want to do, something that you're kind of into. You're looking at that, you're looking forward to that. That's what you're pushing forward to, because you want to pursue this. As I say, if it's something that you're kind of in charge of, or you found yourself in kind of like a leadership role there, don't forget to be diplomatic and kind of considerate. Be considerate of other people. Don't be too brash. Don't run into sort of headstrong. We've got that rat there, the rat and the rabbit. They are quite good cards together. They are quite compatible. They can have a working relationship. And I think that's what it is. It's like a working relationship. And this could be work related. That is a doer card. That doer card is pushing you forward, getting things done, making things happen, and getting you ready for the, well, whatever it is that you are planning on doing. This thing of passion, this thing of adventure, this thing of spontaneous activity. That horse and that rat, they are opposites, of course. They don't go together very well. They are conflict cards in themselves. So I'm thinking you're trying different angles, you're trying different things, you're experimenting a little bit. This could have a romantic element to it, or a relationship element to it, because the horse and the rat are kind of associated with, you know, romance and matters of the heart and stuff like this. And I think maybe you're going to try something new. You're getting involved with somebody new. You're doing something new. You wanna put some kind of adventure there, or some sort of spontaneous kind of, I don't know, thing that gets that relationship or that thing moving. Even if it's just you as yourself as a single person, you're trying to get things done to move forward from that. We do have a negative card here though that's going to hold us back, and we don't know what we're looking forward to yet, but this is all about planning. This is all about making sure that everything is going to be okay. I don't think it is. I think right now, again, you're setting yourself up because of the validation that you've given yourself that you're right and everything is going to go okay, or you believe that everything's going to be okay and that you're headed in the right direction. But I think really you're just headed in one direction out of many, and potentially you could end up just Yeah, heading over a cliff somewhere. We have got this rat card again to remind us as well that without planning, without thinking, without sort of putting in the effort, then we are going to forget things. We are going to neglect things. We are going to fail to do things that would have necessarily, or that could have necessarily got done through a planning phase, or if there was a checklist or some kind of, getting stuff done cheat sheet or something like this. That rat is about getting stuff done. The horse, not so much. The horse wants to flit about, wants to go on adventures. It's all play and sunshine, but that's not what the rat is about. So that's what you want to do. You want to go off and play and have some fun, but you've got to put that planning and working in order to do that. And potentially whatever it is you're doing, whether it's a trip away or something spontaneous or something to do with a relationship or anything like this, it's not going to have the results that you want it to have, unfortunately. And this is often the way, I think, that most people, they have this expectation of things and they have this assumption that everything will turn out exactly as they plan it or exactly as they wanted it to, when really that's not always the case. We got that dog card coming in there now, so it's not an overly bad card. That's actually your soulmate card. So for all the 3 cards that you could have possibly got, this is something to do with a relationship or something to do romantically or something to do with something like this. But the rabbit and the dog are relatively compatible. It's just a shame that it's in that negative space. I think right now you found yourself unrewarded. You're finding yourself unappreciated. I think right now you're looking at maybe setting up a few boundaries because you have been knocked back. Potentially because you didn't plan, or potentially because you were too spontaneous, or you didn't think about things thoroughly. You've been knocked back. Now it's hard to establish trust. Now it's time to put in that. It's hard to put in that effort. It's hard to understand why you would put in the effort. I think right now as well, you're trying to share stuff. You're trying to make stuff. You're trying to do things. You're trying to make things work. You're trying to make a sort of a start on moving forward and being in a place that you're actually happy with, being in a peaceful place. But you can't do that because there is conflict here. We got that aggressive black dog, and it is there coming together with the rat. As we move away from the horse, we're going to shift over from the sort of rat planning doer card over to this full stop. It's like you were frolicking and skipping and everything was happy, and you've just gone and stood on a thistle and or a thorn or something, and it's definitely taking you aback a bit, and it's hard, it's frustrating, it's annoying, it's taken away what you thought was going to be the case, or what you thought was going to happen. Again, it's that assumption that everything was going to work out exactly as you wanted it to. You got to remember to negotiate. You got to remember to compromise. You got to remember to communicate. You got to remember to think about things before you do this. Before you do anything, you need to consider all the options. If you have little understanding, it's going to take more effort than it's worth. And if it's taking more effort than it's worth, then it's not worth the effort. And there could be an easier way. You might feel overly aggressive, disappointed, upset, like you're going around in circles, like nothing ever goes right. But that's just a temporary feeling. And I think once you get knocked down and you've realised that you're not indestructible and it is possible to get knocked down, you'll be more careful in the future not to get knocked down. You'll be more careful and considerate of the obstacles in your way that might trip you over, because there are going to be some. I think right now you were quite happy with the idea that everything was going to work out with getting that new job, or getting a breakaway, or going out on that date or something or other, and they got your hopes up and you were quite happy about it. But then yet again, something's come in and it's thrown a spanner in the works. And I think we've been here before though, haven't we, rabbit people? Where you keep trying to distract yourself with these things and you keep trying to do something about it, but you're still kind of neglecting that little attention to detail. And the things that could actually make it easier, you're refusing to do, or you're neglecting to see. But we'll find out how you get on with that, won't we, next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the rabbit. I'll be back tomorrow for the guys in the year of the dragon and the snake. It is, of course, Karmic Wednesdays tomorrow for those 2 signs. So if I don't see you then, I will see you next week. Thank you for watching, guys. Love and peace.